Hello everyone, and yes, I'm going to talk about Sonic Movie 3, which I haven't, surprisingly. I'll try to keep this as non-spoilery as possible. So why don't we just get started with the fact that this movie was absolutely fantastic. It's a fantastic movie, and definitely the best Sonic movie out of the three movies that came out. And that's coming from someone who really enjoys Sonic 2. I actually had an emotional moment like 3 times during Sonic 2 because there was so much heart. I absolutely loved the movie. But Sonic 3 is honestly way better. So when we just get into the movie, so let's just talk about the story. So the story, honestly, they nailed it. It's very similar to Sonic Adventure 2 story. Obviously because they're introducing Shadow, they're introducing Gerald and Maria. So when we talk about Shadow first, played by Keanu Reeves, fantastic casting choice. He absolutely nails it, and Shadow's design looks incredible in this movie. I do like that they always kind of update the models a little bit in each movie, and Shadow looks fantastic. The story was well executed. There wasn't like a lot of human characters that kind of derailed the story a bit. It was mainly focused on Sonic and Shadow and well, mainly focused on Shadow, honestly. With Tails and Knuckles getting a decent amount of time to shine, and the only other focus is, I guess, obviously Jim Carrey playing both Robotniks, so both Eggman and Gerald. They have a really fun dynamic in this movie, and Jim Carrey is honestly an incredible actor. Like, the fact that he literally acted 2 people at once it's amazing. I mean, I know they're both Robotniks, but they're pretty different from each other, especially throughout the whole movie. And they do showcase Shadow and Maria's backstory in this movie, albeit in a slightly different way, but it's great. It's honestly great. The heartfelt moments, the dynamic between the two, it's honestly beautiful. It's beautiful, and obviously people know what happened. The way Shadow takes that, the way like how he's angry at the world, Keanu Reeves portrayed that like so well. So yeah, the new characters are fantastic. Old characters are still great. Ben Schwartz, Colleen, Idris Elba, still fantastic. They still play their roles really well. And we have I think a new character called Director Rockwell. She's like from Gun. I'm gonna be honest, she didn't really do that much in the movie. I think everyone thought she was gonna be like this crazy character. Not really. But yeah, honestly, characters in this movie, great. Honestly, fantastic. Story in this movie I was talking about, very well paced. You don't have like these filler moments like in the previous 2 Sonic movies. I feel like everything feels relevant to the story. There's no like strange scenes like the wedding scene in Sonic 2, which was honestly the biggest downfall of that movie, was mainly that scene because it was so long and just didn't have anything to do with what was happening. There's no scenes like that, honestly. It's very well paced, and I think most of the scenes feel like valuable, like they should be in there. So yeah, they did a very good job of that, keeping it mainly Sonic focused, Sonic / Shadow / Eggman focused, with obviously Tails and Knuckles being there and having a relevant and appropriate amount of spotlight. So I think in terms of the new characters, their dynamics, the story, honestly great. Voice acting, flawless as usual, especially Keanu Reeves. The general acting, So why don't we talk about the cinematography a little bit? Honestly, the best out of all of these movies. Seriously, the way they like made some scenes really express the emotion that's trying to portray is fantastic, especially in a lot of the shadow scenes where there's really like there's like a really dark contrast, and it just looks great. Seriously, they really nail the cinematography, and in the lighter-hearted scenes, they just made it look appropriately well lighted and everything, and well color graded. So overall, this movie looks fantastic, and the models for Sonic, Shadow, Tails, and Knuckles, they all look great. So yeah, I guess we can talk about just the movie itself. I'll try to keep it, you know, non-spoilers, but I really want to talk about like the whole, like the third act of the movie. Honestly incredible. Seriously, that is honestly the reason why you should want to watch this movie, that third act. I feel like a lot of people might know what it is, but the way they execute that entire third act is perfect. It's actually perfect from the beginning to the transition moment to that third act, to how they portray previous, I guess, lines in the movie in this new way. It's all fantastic, and it like kind of brings all the best parts of the movie together, and then you just have this epic moment with Sonic and Shadow that I'm not gonna spoil or say what it is, but it is an epic moment. The music is epic. The visual effects are incredible. Just everything about it is amazing. It's filled with, it's just energized. It's completely energized, but it still has like heartful moments, especially like beforehand. At the start of that scene, like what happened before at the start of that scene, very heartful moment, very emotional moment. I loved it. And then at the end, very emotional, heartful moment. But during the middle of that, just the inner Sonic fan in me just wanted to scream because it was just so incredible. It was incredible what I was watching. It's honestly some of the best like Sonic footage I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so amazing. I honestly want to rewatch the movie just for that like end scene alone. It was so perfect. Seriously, it was absolutely perfect. It was way better than Sonic 2 and Sonic 1, the last final act scenes of those. It blows those out of the water of how insane it, like, everything's happening, you know? Honestly, it is so fantastic. And then at the end you have quite a heartfelt moment to end that like incredible scene off with tons of action. It was incredible. Honestly, I just felt so happy to be like a Sonic fan. You know, I genuinely felt so happy to be a Sonic fan. Because imagine if like we didn't get this, you know? Like it's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. And because of like that moment, this is honestly my favorite movie of the year. Which is a huge accomplishment, not gonna lie, because I watched fantastic movies this year, like Transformers 1. Oh, I love that movie. Godzilla x Kong, so great. I liked Despicable Me 4. I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked it. And Deadpool, Wolverine. You know, all four of those are great movies, especially Transformers 1. But this movie is something so special. I absolutely loved it, honestly. I thought it was fantastic. I definitely recommend all of you to watch it. It's amazing. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Sonic Movie 3. Hopefully I kept it as non-spoilery as possible. Hopefully it had a decent structure. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the movie. I'm surprised I haven't made this video before. because I watched it on the 26th of December. So yeah, kind of long overdue, but the digital version is going to come out soon, so oh well, I guess it's a decently appropriate timing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.